Speaking of social media, I see your friend. I think one of your friends, Jake Paul. Are you
Yeah.
friends with him? Yeah, Jake Paul's
Yeah.
gonna fight Nate Robinson on the undercard
Man.
of Roy Jones and Mike Tyson. Talk to me about the Paul brothers because, I mean, I gotta give those guys credit. Like, and
Yeah.
Teddy could probably attest to this. It takes a lot of courage to get in the ring and to have your first fights in front of
Yeah.
10,000 people or whatever they're packing in those stadiums.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I'm not a huge fan of seeing amateurs fight, but I'll give that guy credit. Like, those guys actually show up and are decent fighters. So,
Yeah.
talk to me about that fight and who do you like? Is he going to beat Nate Robinson, or is the athleticism of Nate Robinson going to be too
Uh,
much?
okay. So, I mean, it's crazy. So, the way I met the Pauls is Jake Paul noticed me when I had like 70,000 followers and I wasn't big. And, he came over my house and he came to my house in Victorville, a very small town. Um, in the middle of nowhere, and he came and visited me and just said, I think you're going to be doing something great, and I did, but he called it from a long time ago. And then we just became like, friends, and he always loved boxing. He wanted to get into it. And I'm like, oh, it's a pretty serious sport. You might want to take it very serious. And, I've seen him go from point A to now where he's at. And it's like, now he's fighting on these big stages. I'm like, okay, but I give him credit because he put in the work before. That's what Nate Robinson doesn't understand. This guy trains every day with a professional coach and spars professionals and sometimes gets his ass whooped, but not really. Like he goes in there and does this thing. And I'm like, I don't know if Nate Robinson has ever taken boxing this serious as this guy. These guys, they're so like thinking outside the box. That's why I like them. Maybe, if they done some crazy things, but when you're trying a lot of different things, you might mess up once or twice. But it's just crazy how they could continue to create new things and be creative. And I'm very excited. I think Jake's gonna knock him out. And it's cool. I mean, it's just a fun overall card. You got Mike Tyson, Roy Jones Jr., and then you got the Paul brother. Like, this is crazy. It's just, we're in a quarantine when we need some entertainment like this.